Again, this is a 2v2 match. This is Season 0. We are getting the teams, and it looks like, unfortunately, Godless is sick, and we'll see if that has any variation on his playing. But 2v2 Season 0 officially getting kicked off in this Tier 5 matchup. For the side of hold on, for the side of LatinSeven Teal, we have Craculated Derby with a Craculated flick here, getting the Casper, the friendly post, bounce to get that one on in, and it takes just 11 seconds into. We split Golden Clouds 2 and Ninja Sack on us Rock Eclipse. Okay, all right. we got an explanation of why this was Eclipse, and yeah, absolutely love the franchises. Eclipse, Nola Flight, absolutely fantastic franchises. Cannot speak highly enough about them, but it is LatinSeven Teal who are going to speak highly of their crowd game as Money Magic. Making some magic on that one, and a quick 2-0, just 21 seconds in here on this Tier 5 2v2 East matchup. On the side of Golden Clouds, we do have Godless and Citrus Stone. Again, Citrus is on the Nola Flight franchise, but rocking the Eclipse banner here tonight. For the side of LatinSeven Teal, Money Magic and Craculated Derby already each getting a goal. It's a demo happening on the backside. Money Magic gonna be able to pop that around Godless after the respawn is back. Looked like a little bit rushed there. See the calm down as a nice pinch comes out. I absolutely love the boost rocking there. Is going to be deleted from the pitch. Once again, a nice pinch from Citrus. Going to be able to get it towards the net for a shot. Gets the second touch. Money Magic there, and we're seeing LatinSeven Teal do a great job of having each other's backs so far, knowing who is going to be attacking, who is going to be on backup, and having the ground game to be able to get around. But a great job rushing back is going to stop that one. Is Citrus going to pop this one down towards the net, just throw it towards the backboard, see what happens. Money making that one pop to the corner, nice and safe, and Craculated Derby with another nice pop, and we're seeing this ground game come out from LatinSeven Teal is dominating the Golden Clouds so far here early in game number 1. Now it is a best of 5, so game 1 is not an is-all end-all. However, a great start here for LatinSeven Teal. The Golden Clouds might want to either wait back just a little bit more on that first challenge and let the second person get there, or be ready for these flicks and jump a little higher. But as soon as that happens, gonna go 5-hole here as Money Magic dropping that one down. Godless not able to get to it in time. That is a 4-0 lead. What is going on? A Roctane Ninja Zack as well. What's going on, you beautiful Ninja Zack? Yes, Roctane, you may recognize my voice. I might have cast a thing or two and during the teams that you have been around. It's that double tap not going to happen. A little bit high. Godless not able to pick up the corner boost. Is going to stay on top of it. Nice drop down to Citrus. Tries to get that shot off, but just a little bit slow to the ball. Was difficult, as I'm sure the communication was coming out that Godless did not have any boost. Didn't know where that shot or where that touch is going to come from. It's Godless sitting, waiting, picks up the boost as well. Going for it. Quick touch is just going to be run off as Citrus throws it off the back wall. Look for a pass, but some miscommunication as Godless went to the far mid boost and Craculated. I think he believed the ball was going to kick across the net. On that post bounce, it ends up just going straight out and leaves a goal off the board. Roctane. Yeah, you're going to be hearing both Tank and I around a little bit. Tank normally doing the Thursday night cast, while I normally will be doing the Tuesday night cast, but he seems to believe that being on a fishing boat on vacation is more important right now, as Craculated Derby believes that is going to be needed as goal number 5 comes out. Yeah, Tank. Hey, listen, Tank and I cast RLCS together, so just saying that you get to find us there is Craculated Derby, holding true to his name. A Craculated shot here off of the kickoff, gets it over the top of Citrus, and then God as well. Talking about the ground game and goes ground to air. Kickoff coming off for Golden Clouds, just looking to get at least one goal here in game number one. Get themselves a little bit of momentum, get their feet back on the ground as their head seems to be in the clouds, trying to figure out how to stop this LatinSeven Teal team. So bump attempt comes out from Money Magic. Great job being able to avoid it. Mr. Snow, is there a skill minimum? There is not a skill minimum. However, it does get put into a minimum tier based on the amount of teams as Godless. Nice job able to get this one into the top right corner. This is tier 5, and tier 5 is 1,000 to 1199 MMR. However, we unfortunately did not have enough teams for a lower bracket. So there are some teams that would have been tier 6 that might have been below 1,000 MMR that got bumped up and said, hey, we want to play anyway. It's cool. We understand that we may get destroyed. I have honestly no idea what the MMR of these teams are. But LatinSeven Teal coming out absolutely on fire here in game number 1 of this best of 5. Citrus able to pop this one off the corner, trying to go back wall, just hasn't been there as LatinSeven Teal consistently getting in their faces, and what a dunk. It is a foot race to see if Money Magic can get to the ball in time before it gets to the back wall, and absolutely will. Adding another one up to 8 goals here in game number 1. Showing off their offensive prowess and sending a little bit of a statement here. But again, as mentioned prior, best of 5, all can be turned very quickly regardless of what the score is of the first or even second game. The teams are able to adapt, figure out what's going wrong on their side. Citrus looking for a flick over, Craculated, unable to. Just 50s out hard to the wall. Stone picking it up, going for a flick as Money Magic just patiently playing shadow defense. Able to kick it over to the corner. Godless to the back wall. Craculated looking for a little bit of a squishy save, but no shot did come out. Gets the flick onto the back wall. A double commit comes out from Golden Clouds to make sure that one does not turn into goal number 9 as the final 10 seconds have begun to count down. Craculated off of the ceiling, trying to get one more. It will hit the ground, and LatinSeven Teal takes game number 1 with an 8-1 scoreline. You see just the amount of shots that they got as well, 16-3. Obviously, you're going to see a lopsided shot total when you see a lopsided goal total, but you know, a lot of it, you see those 16 shots, 50% of them go in. For the side of Golden Clouds, if they're able to pick up a few more saves or those challenges, again, a lot of that was coming off of the flicks and the ground game from LatinSeven Teal. If Golden Clouds, you saw Teal playing some nice shadow defense and waiting for the second player to get back. If Golden Clouds are able to adapt that, play a little bit slower that first man and not go for a quick challenge, get flicked over them, the second person not be there to be able to cover, make that save, very easily can pick up a few more saves and give themselves some transitional offense, because yeah, those flicks are nice, but they are happening towards the net where LatinSeven Teal is kind of going into the net and moving themselves out of position. If it would turn into a 2v1, get a quick demo bump, open up the net, very easily get a goal back for Golden Clouds. We'll see if they're able to do that here in game number 2. As they're waiting for the all clear, I'll just let them know. Did I shoot that zebra? Yes, I did. Yes, I absolutely did. I have a few animals around here in my office, but yes, last summer. As a matter of fact, I did. So we are back here in game number 2. LatinSeven Teal holding a 1-0 lead. So we got some Go Latins in the chat. Absolutely love the support for these franchises. We saw Ninja Zach in here for Eclipse. Stone trying to get a quick shot. Is going to be turned away as Calculated Derby. Slowing things down, picks up the mid boost, gets a flick over the top of one, goes for the bump, and Stone, great job, able to avoid the bump and pick up the save. Oh, Calculated Derby. Just a little chip here, and you see, looks like some miscommunication coming out from the side of Golden Clouds, as a little bit of hesitation in who was coming up, who was going to challenge, and that just allowed the chip to get over the top of the second player. And again, that's where LatinSeven Teal has made their money here so far. Had a lot of magic in just a quick pop over the second person. No one able to go back and make a save. It's not like they've been having any crazy mechanical plays. It's just been solid. Their shots have been on point. Nice flicks. And it's showing on the scoreline. But already, see the adaptation coming out from Golden Clouds. We're down 3, I believe, maybe 4 at this point in game number 1. Able to keep within striking distance at this point, getting back a little bit quicker. It's just high pop, Calculated Derby going for the bump and gets it, but the shot didn't come through from Money Magic. It's Calculated Derby. He's just on fire here tonight. Money Magic not able to get that one off of the back wall. Citrus gets the first touch, couldn't get the second towards the net. Now Godless has to play that shadow defense. It gets over the top, and Citrus gets the touch, but it bounces off of his face into the own goal as Money Magic misses the flick, but gets in the way. I missed that in real time. Is why it bounced off of his face and into his own net. He just couldn't get around the car to be able to get the angle to knock that one away. Nice save there from Godless coming through. Pitches it all the way to the corner. Safe. Citrus sitting back. Pops it right back. Great dunk. Try to give a little bit of space. Get some boost. Instead is going to be rewarded with 33 and a teleport back to his own corner. Citrus did get a touch. What a back pass it was to Godless. The bump comes through from Citrus, but Godless doesn't have any boost, and that feels bad for Golden Clouds. Had a golden opportunity. Just couldn't quite convert due to the lack of boost to be able to get in front of the ball and around that final defender who had been bumped out of the way. Calculated, getting some offense back the other way into the corner. Citrus gonna meet him on the back wall. One goes flying by, the second one gets pumped out. The ball, luckily for Golden Clouds, just sitting in a nice little spot tucked towards the wall. LatinSeven Teal could not get a shot off that. One's gonna go wide, but Citrus gets a touch anyway. Shot opportunity for Money Magic. It's a passing it off of the back wall to Calculated Derby, and a little bit of good, better, best play coming through here from LatinSeven Teal. Had a good shot, gonna make a better pass and get the best opportunity for the goal. It's LatinSeven Teal now at 3-0 here in game number 2. Citrus, quick challenge on Money, able to keep that one in mid. Calculated goes on by Godless, goes for the flick, and Calculated on so incredibly fast. Gonna pop that one all the way down to the other end of the pitch. That is nicely done. Godless able to get that one on through as a bump attempt. I'm not sure if any connection was made, but the bump attempt from Money Magic made Calculated jump early, go for that touch, and Godless just biding his time, lets him just airmail by that ball. and gets the open net shot for their first goal. Second opportunity there. Nicely done. There's the Nola flight coming in. What's going on? For the record, I had to make sure that I gave Citrus, if you weren't here earlier, Citrus crap for being Nola flight and playing under the Eclipse flag here. But hey, much love to all the organizations, especially Nola and Eclipse. Hey, what's good, Ghosted? How you doing here tonight? Godless. Money gonna 50 that one into the corner. Money looking for an open net shot. It's gonna be a little bit wide. Citrus not taking any chances, letting that one pop back. Kicks it on into the corner. It's calculated into the sidewall, and Godless, we've seen him get that pinch already. Going for the cucks here. Not able to get it that time. Godless going to kick this one up into the corner. That's going to be a nice angle for Citrus. The shot goes the top crossbar. Citrus likes to go both ways. See, this is why I love you guys. Citrus. Goes for the shot. Instead, just goes on by the ball. LatinSeven able to get that one killed and will take game number 2, albeit a significantly closer game. And this is what I was talking about in these best of series, best of 5. Game number 1 looks incredibly lopsided, an 8-1 scoreline, and you're thinking this is just going to be a runaway, but Golden Clouds doing a fantastic job in their adaptations, able to pick up a few more saves. Cut the shot total in half. There were 16 shots for LatinSeven Teal in game number 1, only 8 here in game number 2, and 4 of those were saved. It's just a couple of, again, there are a couple of flicks that came through, get up over the top of Golden Clouds without having that second player back. We are also seeing some physicality attempts come through from LatinSeven Teal. We haven't seen any goals come off of it, as Golden Clouds are doing a fantastic job to be able to avoid it. It's just a matter of being able to turn that into some transition offense. We've seen them have some physicality of their own, and that's where they got their goal from game number 2, is trying to be physical out in the midfield, get that open net shot, and if they're able to find that just a couple more times, put some pressure on LatinSeven Teal, make this a 1-goal game, anything can happen, and they more than have the capability to come back in this series. LatinSeven Teal looking to close it out in a clean sweep. Money Magic going to slow it down, gets a nice first pop, second one, and go! And it being Thursday in the honor of none other than Mr. Tanker, the top jetter Bardowski. And right as I was talking about, the physicality hasn't come through for LatinSeven Teal. Right on point. Absolutely getting the goalkeeper out of the way and allowing that one to find its way into the net. Golden Clouds almost getting a kickoff goal right back. Speculated Derby able to keep that at low 50. Another bump attempt coming out. The Citrus does avoid it. Nice clean catch. It's a foot race to the net. And Golden Clouds tie it right back up. This is where it's a double-edged sword with that physicality. Money Magic going for the bump. Citrus just beating him to the punch, getting quickly on top of the ball, making sure that no bump was to be had. And a clean catch to get that open net goal and tie us up in one apiece here early. Game number 3. Oh, Godless. Almost gets it, but Citrus not going to be denied by the crossbar this time. It's a nice, we're going to call it a pass. We're going to call that one a pass. Comes out from Godless, intentional. Able to put that one on point, and 2-1 Golden Clouds have themselves their first lead. Oh, and the double for Citrus. Oh, I was ready for it. I was ready. We're starting to see Golden Clouds have be a lot more comfortable in this series and in their play. Starting to crank it up just a bit. That one's going to be just a little bit wide, but Godless not able to read it off the back wall. The demo comes through, however, no shot to be had. Godless trying to flick that over the top of Calculated. So just losing the ball ever so slightly off of that rear spoiler. back over to LatinSeven. Teal gets it by 1, goes for the flick, unable to get it by just 50s, and dies right in the middle of the field. Crackulated doesn't have any boost. LatinSeven Teal doesn't know that, and it's working out for Golden Clouds. Just feel like we're in a red versus blue. I don't know. It just kept crawling, just kept working. See if it works for him again. Godless again with no boost in the tank. Just trying to get that over the top. It's going to be 50 over to the far side. Crackulated gets a nice first pop, but Citrus, knowing that Crackulated more than has the skill to be able to get that read off the back wall on in. An early challenge up in the air. It's going to get that one killed. Takes it up the side, does Godless, and Citrus, the beneficiary of this pass, nicely done off the back wall. Crackulated a little bit awkward there, and net was pointed the wrong way and allows the full send on that shot. And Golden Clouds 3-1. Is that angled? Oh, that's angles. Crackulated with the crackulated geometry here, able to somehow find that angle, go off of the inside of the far post. As we are approaching halftime, gets one back. Golden Clouds still boasting a 1-goal advantage here in game number 3. Ball kicking hard off the corner. Money Magic with the clean catch. Godless, you see Golden Clouds, they are aware of the physicality. That lets up. Apparently we need to have Pinball Wizard as the theme that is played on goal explosions as that. Win everywhere. Golden Clouds. A nice pass off that back wall gets denied by the crossbar, but it was 100% just a 5,000 IQ play as it went off of a LatinSeven Teal player and on into the net. It's Crackulated Derby. Couldn't quite figure out the read off the post to get one back from the kickoff. It's Golden Clouds doubling up LatinSeven Teal as we have hit 2 minutes left to go. The patience from Crackulated Derby almost paying off. So you're seeing Golden Clouds, they're just going all out here, diving for every ball, and if they do not believe they're going to be able to get to it, just diving for that player. Working out for him here in a do-or-die game. LatinSeven Teal putting themselves on match point. Ball bouncing all the way across the pitch. Godless out of boost was still able to get the 50 to go all the way into the ceiling. A couple of misses, a ball bouncing in Teal's side. It's on. Going on, Flash Panda. Moo! Crackulated. Gets shot on point, but again, the saves coming through, the defense holding strong. And here's all the difference is the passing off of that right-hand corner. Unable to convert on that one, as it looked like it was both a demo avoidance as well as a shot attempt. Godless gets that pop. Crackulated there to send it to the ceiling, but the catch from Citrus unable to get into the net as Godless had picked up the demo. The net was open, but the ball just a little bit too far forward for him to be able to carry that one around. But with a 4-2 lead and putting a ton of pressure on here late in game number 3, Golden Clouds has turned this one around. Money Magic trying to make some magic happen here in the waning seconds, is not able to do so, and that will be Golden Clouds taking back a game here in the series. 4-2, doubling up. And you know, again, look at the offense, look at that pressure. We've seen LatinSeven Teal get 16 shots, then 8 shots, then 8 shots. Meanwhile, Golden Clouds, they have their saves and their defense has stepped up, and they're also getting offense and pressure from that. And, and I go back to game number one. We had, I forget who it was in chat. I'm not calling them out to be mean or anything, but hey, what was the MMR? Because the blue team doesn't look like they're able to do anything. They've made so many adjustments, and they're not hesitating. They're playing more aggressive. They're getting back incredibly quick to be able to be more aggressive. We're seeing that happen on the defensive side to give them more offenses. They have all the momentum going up the pitch. We're really seeing the passes off that right-hand corner working out well for him. The back wall wasn't doing a whole lot. We were seeing LatinSeven Teal do a great job of being on that backboard, be able to get those clears up to one another, safely into the corner, carry it on out. That's the adjustment that we now need to see for LatinSeven Teal, as Golden Clouds appear to have found the formula to pick up that win. Get the ball, take it up the right side, get around the corner, around the first one, and then go for it. Continue momentum, go for a bump, go for a demo. Teal needs to figure out a way to stop that corner from really messing up their defensive plans. Get that clear, get that challenge, even if it happens to be a 50, and pop out towards mid and start their offense going once again. As the ground game really hasn't worked out a whole lot for them. We've seen a couple of physical play attempts, one of them working out and one turning against them as they're unable to get that bump and just not quite able to get it back in time in the open net, taken advantage of by Golden Clouds. So got a little bit of temper, a little bit of better defense in that corner, and LatinSeven can still very easily clean this one up and finish off this series here in week number 1 of season 0 here at LOS Champs. Money, fake challenge. That one's going to be picked up. It's going to go into the net. Oh, Citrus. The fake challenge from Money. I'm not sure if it was a fake intentionally or just believed that Godless was going to get the touch. Instead, it ended up being a fake from Godless, and Citrus just floats that one into the net. And again, you saw LatinSeven Teal player on the back wall, expecting that one to be banged off the back wall, and then a follow-up shot, and just finding its way into the net, working out for Golden Clouds. Already giving themselves a 1-0 lead. It's a nice bicycle, almost getting over the top of Citrus. Instead, it's going to be popped over, and Godless with a pinch, getting it right. Again, that was a deadly corner for LatinSeven Teal in game number 3. Just unable to figure out those passes coming through as Citrus trying to put this one onto an open net. Crackloaded, no problem getting back in time. Gets it popped off that sidewall. Has plenty of boost to get to it. Ends up sending it a little bit wide. Hey, what's going on, Ander? Coming in with the 2 bitty bitties. LOS Season SQ. Alrighty then. Citrus can't sneak that one past the near side post. It's going to go out. Money Magic with the outlet pass. Craggy Derby gets a little chip. It's thin. Gets the second touch, and it goes wide. Unable to tie this one up as we are quickly approaching halftime. And based on this series, a very low-scoring game for what we have already seen. Popped off the wall by Citrus. Godless attempting to get it into the zone of LatinSeven. Instead, it just kind of pops out to the side, and Citrus could not win this 50 as Money off of the sidewall picks up the boost and has the open net. No problem for that goal. Tying this up at 1-1. 2:24 left on the clock. Godless. Oh, I'm not quite sure if he... Looks like he might be having some controller issues as he was just sliding on the wall there. Hopefully that is not what's going on. Able to get it fixed. It does get it back. Had an open net opportunity. You gotta wonder if there were some controller issues, if there was an internet connection issues. as he just slid along the wall and all the way around that back wall with an open net and the ball rolling towards it. Just needed a little extra love, but no harm, no foul. Still 1-1. Citrus attempting to put some pressure on Calculated, getting by him, wins the 50 over to Money Magic. That's where we've seen the biggest change here for Golden Clouds. The ground game just not working out for LatinSeven Teal, and now Godless with the air dribble gets a double commit to come out. Stoned. Ends up flying by the ball, but still the pressure being put on from Golden Clouds. They're not getting shots, but they're still keeping LatinSeven Teal in their own half. Not able to play as physical and as fast as they want. That one's going to get by Money Magic. Didn't have the speed to get there in time. The dunk comes out, however. Net is open. But no way that Godless was going to be able to predict that. Was turning back to get back on defense. The smart play. Couldn't get to the ball in time and ends up getting demoed for it. It does put him back on defense. It's now LatinSeven Teal attempting to put on their own pressure. Money Magic throwing it towards that side wall. Unable to get it by the members of Golden Cloud. The outlet pass to Citrus. Needs to get around this corner with a little bit of pace before the defense makes it back, and he does. Godless is there to finish it off as the pace comes through. And that is Golden Clouds getting a 2-1 lead. Here with just 20 seconds left to go. A lot relying on this kickoff. You see Godless cheating up on the kickoff, making sure that there's no freebie that happens, but it's going to come back down. Calculated. Saw the steal at corner boost. Final 10 seconds. Money Magic not the touch that he was looking for. And it's going to allow Citrus to just pop this one away. But Calculated throws it to the back wall, has an opportunity for this goal. It kicks over to the corner, and that will be Golden Clouds taking game number 4, and we head to the all-deciding game number 5 here in match number 1 of the Season 0 Thursday night stream with League OS. Golden Clouds. Again, the biggest thing that I'm seeing is their defense is really stepping up. You're still seeing the shot total come out from LatinSeven Teal. Yes, it was cut in half from game number 1, but since then they've had 8 shots, and 7 shots. You know, and even that game number 2, that 8 shots, that was still a 3-1 victory from them. That defense stepped up. They're 5 saves on those 7 shots, and they're turning it into pressure. They're turning it into offensive opportunities, and that is the difference, that they're able to just get, it only takes 1 or 2 to get around that corner and give themselves that chance, give them the opportunity to dive on the ball with the other person going back very quickly, some boost deals with some bumps. They're able to play their style of game. It is not a whole lot of solo plays out of Citrus and Godless. They're having a ton of team plays. They're being able to pass the ball around. They're able to cover one another. And as long as both of them stay alive and both of them stay on the pitch, not get bumped out, not get boost starved, they seem to have found the formula to be able to pick up this victory. All comes down here to game number 5. Best of 1 at this point. Winner will pick up their first victory here in Season 0. Money Magic and Godless 50 into the corner. Godless gets it out mid. Money Magic nicely done. Very calm. Take that one across his net into the corner and takes the shot far side. Oh my goodness. Godless stretching out that octane. He wanted to be a long boy and able to get the save somehow, as it looked like that was a foregone conclusion. And this one will be, as Money Magic chipping that one just underneath top crossbar. A little bit of screening action coming through. Money Magic beautifully done on the placement over the top of the first. Underneath that crossbar with plenty of pace. The touch got there, but not enough. Pick up the save. 1-0. LatinSeven Teal early. Game 5. Godless. Throw this one out towards mid. Try to leave it for Citrus. Just go ahead and back it off. The double commit comes out from the 2 players. Calculated. Does get the touch over to Sidewall. Picks up that mid boost. Has all of it to work with. Goes for the air dribble. But Godless again. The early challenge gets there. This is going to go high off back wall. The double tap attempt comes out and forces Citrus to go up and challenge. Believe that Money Magic was going to be able to get there. Instead, it just turns into the tactical fake, and Calculated Derby had the entire net to shoot at. Just don't hit the car in front of you, and LatinSeven Teal coming out firing here in game number 5. Just 90 seconds in already, up 2. Godless gets the doozy here. Able to throw it up on the sidewall and gets out in front of it and pinches it through Money Magic. Woo! Nicely done, Godless. He may be Godless, but he was praying for that one to go through. Able to get the lead cut in half. Bringing it back within 1, gets the flick here, well over the top of Money, but again, the patience coming out from Teal. Able to get up and challenge it. 4th shot comes through. The pressure being put on by Golden Clouds. We've seen them in this position multiple times the last couple of games. Their 2 victories. Just able to live at midfield and just eat up all of the boost. Keep LatinSeven Teal on the back foot, but Calculated looking for a calculated shot there. Attempting the double tap with a sharp angle. Could not get to it as the challenge does come out. Ball into the corner. Godless gets first, gets second, gets it over the top of Calculated. Money's there to back him up. Just looking to kill some clock here. If they can pick up a security goal, they most certainly will take it. That one very nearly is Godless. Gonna try and get this one over to Citrus, who does dive on top of it. Gets popped out by Money Magic, and that's what I was talking about. For Golden Clouds, you see those touches come off the sidewall, and it's not that they don't have the capability to go for the solo plays. It just seems like they prefer not to. You have 2 players on the pitch. Why not utilize both of them? Again, some good, better, best situations. Take a good play, turn it into a better pass, and get the best opportunity to make a goal. This one will be cleared on down, and if LatinSeven Teal continues to key on that and gets in those passing lanes, very easily be able to get another goal as a nice bump comes out from Citrus. I'm sure the open net is not fired upon, but we are quickly approaching 60 seconds left to go here in game number 5. Still a 1-goal lead for LatinSeven Teal. I almost had myself a tank curse. This one, Money Magic is going to be able to just hang on to it. After the demo, bides his time, knows that Godless is a little bit slow getting back, gets a nice touch into the sidewall and on in, and gets the security goal. And yes, Adders. EV Sparkle is the next match on stream. That will kick off at 9 p.m. as Godless had an opportunity. Looked like a little bit of rush. Was expecting a challenge to come through. No challenge happens. No touch happens. Ball just bouncing in front of the net, and how the turns have tabled LatinSeven Teal. Looked like Golden Clouds was getting some momentum and getting a chance to get back in this game after they had stolen the entire series momentum. Yeah, no worries, Adder. I got you. LatinSeven Teal up 3 with 30 seconds left. Looking like it's going to be the victory secured. Godless not giving up yet. Gets it over the top. It's going to go off the post. Citrus needs to get the touch. And Money Magic makes some magic happen again in front of the net. The full pitch clear. And that will be it. LatinSeven Teal able to take the victory and win after it was, I wasn't going to say it, looking like a reverse sweep was about to happen as Golden Clouds found their footing and started to claw their way on back in. Made it one heck of a series. LatinSeven Teal. All right. LatinSeven Teal coming back in with a 4-1 victory there in game number 5. And we're seeing the 2 assists, and it looked like it wasn't necessarily anything that LatinSeven Teal did differently. It was more of what Golden Clouds just quite couldn't do there in the end. We saw a couple of open net opportunities, a couple of missed balls, and LatinSeven Teal just jumping all over that, able to get the open net, able to get it down the pitch and pick that up. And it does look like that we are going to have both of them join us for an interview. I'm looking over. Sorry, I'm not ignoring you fine people out there, beautiful chat land. I'm looking over to my my other screen where I have Discord and try and pull them up. Looks like we saw one and then they vanished. So we are just getting those. Oh, well, that's depressing. Well, producer, if you can try to fix that, then we will try to get that one fixed. As hopefully we can get the other one in. But we do have Derby here with us, and Derby, Craculated is a great first half of your moniker there, and being able to get those goals and looking like you guys were going to come out and absolutely smash Eclipse Golden Clouds. They made some heck of a changes and made this one fantastic series. What was the difference that really started to throw you guys off there in game 3?
Well, they really challenged a lot, which threw us off a lot, and we started a little bit whiffing the ball a little bit, which gave them some goals early. Then we kind of couldn't get it back at the end, but we brought back in game 5.
Yeah, absolutely. And hey, there we go. It does look like we're getting your teammate in here as well. There, now we have Money Magic in here as well. And, Money, I'll throw this one, last one over to Derby. In game 1, you guys came out 8-1, and it looked like the ground game was really where your guys' forte was. You saw some fantastic flicks, but later in the series, it looked like you guys were going for a little more aerial. Is there something that you guys were more comfortable with, or is that just your guys' adjustment to what Eclipse Golden Clouds has started to figure out?
Well, basically after game 1, we saw the scoreline as it was. We thought they would adjust for it, so we thought to start taking the air. And, as luck would have it, they sped up a whole lot. And they ended up being a really tough competitor for the rest of that series, I'll tell you that much.
Yeah, absolutely. And, we're seeing for the most part, a lot of it was your guys' shot totals stayed relatively so even the entire time. Now, game 1, I'm going to count that one as an anomaly. 8-1, you guys had 16 shots, but for the most part, beyond that, the games were relatively close. It was a back and forth action. They sped up, but was it just that pace of play that really threw you guys off, or was it their defense stepped up? What was the determining factor that you guys were able to adjust to in game number 5? They're like, okay, here's how we need to get back to our scoring ways.
So basically, oh, go ahead, Derbs.
No, you're good.
All right. So basically, what it ended up being is we had to talk about it. we saw they were going early, challenging early. They were shutting down our attempts early. So normally I like to play a bit slower, safer, and further back, wait for opportunity. Decided we just need to go as early as possible to shut down any possibility, because if they get in, they're gonna have a chance to score because they're not bad players at all. So we just decided that we needed to go as early as possible without overextending ourselves. That was pretty much the deciding factor.
Yeah, and we saw that a couple of open nets, a couple of opportunities where he just beat into the ball. But one thing that we haven't quite talked about is the physicality of this series. And I know you have the two sides. You have the people who love the demos, you have the people who hate the demos. But it's a real demo heavy meta right now that we're in both 2s and 3s gameplay. Was your guys' physicality, because we saw a couple attempts going for it, we saw a couple of them work out. Was it a concerted effort to go for those bumps, or was it just those opportunities as you're rotating through?
Are you gonna take this one, Derby?
Oh, sure. Thank you. Well, it was really the opportunities that we saw. If we like flick it up, the other person's like behind us, then we go for the demo, the bump, which would throw them off and get a goal. So it was really the opportunities that helped us get those dumps and those goals.
Awesome. So we don't have any future Woodies in the making of either of you. So it's something we'll have to worry about. Hey, appreciate your guys' time here. Again, congratulations on the victory here in LOS Champs Season 0. Starting off the right way, 1-0 in a fantastic series. Looking forward to seeing you guys in the future and hopefully here on this stream. So it was incredibly entertaining. And again, I appreciate your guys' time here.
Yeah,
Thank you for the cast.
Right, again, that was the LatinSeven Teal team of Derby and Magic Money. Again, they were able to take the victory in an epic 5-game series here at LOS Champs Season 0. Again, this Season 0 is sponsored by SkillQuest. If you are interested or love to code, you can earn money by learning to code about Rocket League, as SkillQuest is hosting a bot design competition to take a course how to build a Rocket League bot. Through that course, you'll be able to learn how to program, learn about the bot, learn about design ideas, and at the end, you'll compete for $2,000 in cash. If you are interested, you want to learn more, use the command !SkillQuest to find that out. We're going to head to a quick intermission here at LOS Champs Season 0. We will be back in roughly 10 minutes or so to get everything ready to go for our second match of the night. That is going to happen at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It is a 3v3 match between EV Sparkle and BMX Crimson in Tier 4. Don't go anywhere. More LOS Champs Season 0 Rocket League to come.